Despite all the risks, Honolulu Emergency Medical Services responds to about 80 suspected coronavirus calls per day. They look different because of the protective gear they wear. Our Nicole Tam spent an entire shift with multiple crews. She says while the virus is on their minds, they're not letting it stop their life-saving missions.
Every workday is at least 12 hours for a group of men and women trained to tackle medical emergencies.
We are the extension of the hospital. So technically our ambulances are capable of intubation. We can start IVs, push medications. We're mostly an extension of the hospital, of the ER.
Overall, there's fewer calls because of a stay-at-home order. Paramedics hope it remains that way because there's only about 84 people to staff between 19 and 21 ambulances, and that's not enough resources to respond to sometimes preventable situations.
I know it's nice. You know, we live in Hawaii. It's a nice day, but people really need to stay home because you're putting our responders, our first responders, in jeopardy by going out and getting in trouble.
Your incident has been updated.
District Chief Colin Wong oversees units stationed between Waikiki and Aiea, and it's his job to make sure they all have the proper equipment and protective gear.
Our goal when we come to work is to go home at night the same way we got to work, safe and healthy.
After every call, EMS crews decontaminates the ambulance for the safety of personnel and the next patient. Shara here is going to show me how. So we have this bottle of Clorox here.
Bleach solution. We stayed fully geared. We spray, let it sit for about 10 minutes and just wipe down and get ready for our next call.
So just like this?
Yep. On each surface and all our equipment.
Even the seatbelts?
Yep.
Okay.
Everything needs to be clean.
And then 10 minutes later, hypothetically, 10 minutes later, they're just going to wipe everything down. As much as they would like to practice social distancing, they can't examine a patient 6 feet away.
In our line of work, there's no getting around that. We have to get up close to the patient. So that's why, you know, the first responders are the most at risk when they're calling 911, because the nature of our job, we have to get up close and personal with everybody that we see.
In a time of uncertainty comes certain changes because of the job they do. Shara Molina hasn't seen her 7-year-old son for a while because she's worried about taking the virus home.
I haven't seen him for months, so I'm trying to be a good example for him because he sees mommy as a hero. His daddy is an officer too. He sees us as heroes going out to make a difference in the world, and that's why I continue to push through to come to work, even though I haven't been with him for a month.
Molina has the option of taking time off to be with her son, but all EMS employees are needed right now.
That's the easy way out. I mean, you don't leave when the going gets tough. That's when the real heroes step up. That's when this is what we train every day for.
Come day, night, or deadly virus, the daily routine with EMS is an endless, repeated cycle of potentially life-saving medical responses. Nicole Tam, KITV4 Island News.
We did get word tonight the last patient EMS responded to with Nicole did test positive for COVID-19.